Salut tout le monde, I'm Diane, the American behind Oui In France, the Living Abroad lifestyle blog, and this channel here on YouTube, where we talk about everyday French life and beyond. And today's part of everyday life is going to the French bakery to pick up a very popular French Christmas dessert. They're called bûches, or a Yule log, and we're gonna pick up some mini ones called BISCUIT, and I'm gonna taste test them. I'll try to get a few different flavors, and we'll try to hit up 2 or 3 bakeries as well. So let's head out. All right, let's head in and get the goods. So it doesn't really get cold where I live, so winter is rain. Very, very rarely is it snow. So if we're gonna make quick work of this walk, let's go. All right, hey everyone. So I've made it back home and I've taken out my bûchettes and I've laid them out in front of me. So I have one from the first bakery, I have one from the second bakery, and then I got 2 from the third bakery. So I have them numbered here. So just some background, a bûche, une bûche, is a traditional dessert here in France and a bunch of other countries. Maybe if you're from Belgium, Switzerland, Canada, you're familiar with the Yule log dessert. But they're very popular here, and back in the day when my husband was younger, he told me that there were really only 1 or 2 kinds, very traditional chocolate bûche. And these days, there are a lot more inventive flavorings and just all kinds of flavor combinations. So I got 4 that were interesting to me. So we're gonna cut into them and see what we have here. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would love if you did that. Hit the thumbs up, the bell notification, and we're gonna get right into these yummy bûches. All right. So I have my plate. We're going to start with number 1. I actually had this one the other day and it was excellent. I normally wouldn't go for a flavor that is coconut and berries with like a vanilla biscuit, but this one really surprised me the other day. So let's put it, so I'll just move my cutting board out of the way. Whoop! So there's a little decoration on the 4th one from the 3rd of my bakery selection, and this little gold decoration keeps rolling off, so we're going to ignore that. Oh, they slide around. So yeah, it's a rainy day, and this pretty much looks like how it looked in the bakery. Yeah, despite the weather, they more or less got home unscathed. So the bûchettes are a great option if you're just home alone, or there's just 2 of you, or you don't want a huge bûche. You just want a smaller, easier to manage dessert. So I'm going to cut a slice off here. And you'll see on the inside, there's a layer of cake, and then there's a layer of mousse, and then there's a layer of the red berry. And as I broke it, but I know what it tastes like because I had this the other day. So let me see. So it's just as delicious as it was the other day. This is not heavy. The flavors all really mix well together. What do I taste the most? I really taste the biscuit on the finish, like the vanilla almond biscuit. Very light with the coconut, and a really nice just berry finish with a little bit of tart to balance the sweet. Yeah, I would give this, for my personal taste, solid 8 out of 10. And I am not the biggest dessert fan when it comes to really, really sweet desserts, and traditionally bûche and bûchettes, the mini ones, they're quite sweet. So an 8 out of 10 from me is saying a lot. This is absolutely excellent. So I'm going to put number 1 back. I also have a little furry friend here that's making this a little difficult. I have dog treats in my pocket, so she's not acting like a fool in our video. All right, I'm going to get into number 2 here. So this is from the second bakery. And it's actually the bakery that I did my entire bakery series in, TRAVERS. So we're going to cut into this one the same way. And you'll just notice there's a layer of biscuit on the bottom of cookie that's kind of like a dense cake. Then we have a middle layer with the griotte. I believe it's a special kind of cherry. I'll put what that is on the screen. It's a red berry type of thing. And then we have a chocolate mousse as well. So this is going to be, it looks, I mean, from the looks of it, it looks a little heavier than the one we just had with the vanilla mousse, but I don't know. It's going to be a surprise. So let me see here. I'll try to cut this way. I'm going to cut off. Ooh, very light. When I cut into it, it started to collapse there. And one thing I should point out is my knife is the French knife brand OPINEL. They're amazing knives. I'll link down below some links of my favorite OPINEL sets. They have peelers and paring knives. They're fantastic if you want to treat yourself or someone you know to a nice little gift made in France. All right, let me go in with a fork. Oh gosh. This isn't like the best thing to do on video because I'm making a total mess here. Okay, we're just going to shove it in. Let's go. Hey, that's really light and really nice as well. Definitely has a nice chocolate finish. And you do, again, you have the tart pairing with the sweet, the griotte. But I would say the overwhelming taste there is chocolate, but light. It's not an intense, deep chocolate. It's a really nice mousse, which is exactly what I thought, because if you look here, there's probably about, I don't know, 60%, 70% chocolate mousse, so it would make sense that that's the overall finish. Super light again. This is not like one of those things where you take 2 bites and then you're like, oh gosh, I don't want any more because it's so dense. There's some French pastries that can be like that. French desserts like the opéra, for example, with the chocolate. Yeah, I'll give you more dog treats. But yeah, that's excellent as well. I think for my personal taste, I prefer the first one. But if you're a chocolate lover and you really like chocolate mousse, you'd probably give this one an 8 or 9 out of 10. I'd give this one a little less, probably a 7 for me in terms of BISCUITES, just because I like chocolate, but it's not my favorite flavor profile. And we're going to move on to number 3. So the remaining 2 are from the same bakery, the third one that I popped into this morning. And I'm going to start with one. I've actually never had this one before. This is very inventive. It's a tiramisu. So not a traditional French flavor. And we're going to cut right in there. And it's kind of hard to get a nice clean slice without messing it up. But that's okay. It's about the taste, right? It's part of the fun. So it just collapsed here as I cut into it, if you see that. All right, and you know what? I'm not transferring it onto the fork. I'm just going to go for it. So just smells, no strong smell. This one has the white, I guess the mascarpone cream, a little bit of a coffee swirl around it. So the cream's in the middle, the biscuits around, and it looks moderately dense, but let's see what we have. Okay, so the tiramisu, I feel like it has a little bit more of a creamy taste, a little bit more of a buttercream kind of taste. A lot of these bûches, they're different kinds, a moussey kind or more of a buttercream. I personally don't prefer the buttercream. I just find it a little heavier. It doesn't taste quite as light. So I don't know. This one's good if you like tiramisu, which I normally do. It's good. I like this. It's not my favorite one though. So I would probably give this one a 5 out of 10. All right, putting it back, and now we're going to head on to the last one, the second bûchette that I got. Ooh, got to return my little decoration piece here. So this last one here is a caramel apple invention. And for me, I see 2 vertical layers, the caramel and the apple, and then a cake next to it. So 2 verticals sandwiched together, and then it's surrounded by what looks like you know, a vanilla mousse. Is open on the top, so you see the pieces of the apple, and then on the bottom we have a thin layer of biscuit. So, oh, actually, this I don't remember if it came. Oh, I think this came with the tiramisu, and it just keeps rolling off a piece of chocolate. So let me put that back. All right, so this one here, we're gonna cut into it. Okay, I'm making a huge mess, but that's kind of the fun of it. This is real life, folks. All right, little slice. I collapsed one of the vertical layers of the apple, and the biscuit is still standing up. So let me see here. Let me go in with my fork. Okay, I have a nice big mess here on my fork. Okay, that is good. Not too sweet. You really taste the apples and caramel. The vanilla mousse, you can see the little flecks of vanilla in it, really just dissolves in your mouth when you're chewing the apple and the biscuits. So yeah, the mousse just kind of gets absorbed as you're chewing. There's no huge amount of mousse in your mouth there. What did I just say? Anyway, I have to say this is good. Again, it's not my favorite flavor. I don't know, after the first one, I'm not sure what could really compare. So for me, again, this would probably be maybe a 6 out of 10. And that's no disrespect to any of the bakers, of course. It's just my personal preference. So I would say, let me move my plate, my knife out of the way. Oh, there it goes again. So I would say for me, number one here, I'll turn it around your way. Number one is my absolute favorite, the coconut and the red berries, followed by number two, short, just right behind it. Really good mousse, even though chocolate's not my favorite flavor profile. It was really, really well done, easy to eat. And then I would say these two kind of rank along the same, just not my favorite, the tiramisu and the apple caramel. But I wanted to get a variety for you and show you a bunch of different ones, just so you get a little taste of Christmas in France, pun intended. And again, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Be sure to subscribe. Happy holidays to you and all your loved ones, and I'll see you back here on Oui In France soon. Salut! You're terrible. You want to say hi? All right, hold on. Come, go up, make an appearance. Oh! No. Can you say hello? Oh, no. Terrible. No, get down. I have dog food for you.